You wake up each day feeling like you're chasing something that can't be caught, an elusive future that everyone else seems to have figured out somehow, where everything finally clicks into place. Maybe you've convinced yourself that if you check all the boxes, achieve that next milestone, land that dream project, or take that program, life will finally feel complete. But the world has sold you a story. Happiness is just around the corner. And if you follow the script, work harder, keep pushing through the shit you don't want to do, you will unlock the door to the promised land. But deep down, you're stuck, confused and uncertain of which way to go because what you've been doing hasn't been working. Secretly looking for something or someone to save you. And so you wait, stuck in the familiar discomfort of a life that feels fine but not fulfilling, perhaps fruitful but not fun or freeing, telling yourself this is the way it is so you can get through another day. But is it? Is it the way it is? Don't rock the boat. Just stay the course. Play it safe, whispers a voice. But what is safety? Maybe playing it safe and playing by the rules is actually eroding your joy and your potential. What do you think about that? You're restless, yearning for something you can't quite articulate to the depth you feel it needs and is worthy of. The gap between where you are and where you want to be feels overwhelming, and so you avoid it, binging on distractions, keeping busy, and avoiding the feelings that are bubbling just below the surface. You've written a story that you've accepted as life, and that's good enough. Yet, that story isn't helping, is it? This is how life is, isn't changing how you feel about things. And this feeling of being so busy, doing a bunch of shit you don't want to do, feels like you just put on another 100 pounds on your back just to carry around for the sake of carrying it around. The reality of staying the same is heavy. And it's heavy because the life you've been living isn't aligned with the one you actually want. But who wants to sit in the discomfort of their unmet potential? How does that even help? You quietly doubt you could actually do anything about it. I mean, it's not like you haven't created a plan before, but it never really worked the way you had hoped. So, what makes this any different? Why waste my time here? Planning is just a pointless, busy exercise. And if you were to get someone to help, who on earth would you trust to not completely trample over all your dreams? Hell, if you can't be trusted with them, why would you trust someone else with them? No thanks. It's too risky. It's fine. It's fine that I don't need to have everything figured out. Besides, most of the time, I never really know if the decision I am making is actually the best decision to make. So I'll just look at that later when I have time. But the time never comes, does it? I'd like you to consider that you're a character in a story that you wrote and that you've outgrown. And you feel the way you do because there is a part of you that's demanding that you increase the clarity and contrast of the picture between the life you want to live from the life you're living now. I want you to know that you are worthy. You are not selfish to want what you want. And when you keep focusing and defending on what doesn't work or what you don't want in your life, you're giving your power away to something beyond your control. Life is not just how things are, they are how you created them. And if you spent more time articulating in greater detail what you wanted, as you did about what you don't, what you want would become your priority. Life is different when we show up in the world doing the things we really want versus the things we don't. And it's time to create a new set of rules and stories to live by, to create your life from. There's a simple truth. There will be suffering, both in what you want and in what you don't want. So if there is any suffering to endure and build resilience around, it should be that which comes with what we want and what we care about. We don't have to sacrifice ourselves and suffer silently in burdens that are not ours to carry. Now, clarity takes work, and imagining a future untethered from old narratives feels vulnerable. But this is where freedom lives. Think about it. Think about those moments where you felt truly free. It was because you were doing the exact opposite of what you typically do. You don't need saving. And success doesn't mean following someone else's blueprint. You are the author of your story, and you are writing a new narrative, one that's built on responsibility, creativity, and commitment to what truly matters to you. So, this is your call to action to join me and take the time to create a life by your design, something epic, not society's version of epic, your version of epic, a life that's uniquely yours, guided by purpose and fueled by creativity, your creativity. There's no secret formula here, only hard questions that are worth knowing the answer to so you can take the action you need to take to do what you love and love what you do. And the time is not later, it's now. So I'll see you on the inside.